Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your first gameplay and overview for a much sought after aircraft, the JAS39A Gripen. That's right, we are finally here in War Thunder with a rank 8 battle rating 12.0 fighter, of course, in the Swedish air tech tree, and of course, as one might imagine, sits right underneath where the JA37D currently sits. This is a vehicle that a lot of people have wanted, and it seems pretty damn good. It's a fairly light fighter. It's got great maneuverability, and this is what you can expect from its weaponry. It even seems like it'll be fairly competent insofar as CAS is concerned. Of course, that is not its main role, but you can do that if you so prefer. Now, it does have RB75, so on and so forth, but what more people are interested in is its air-to-air weaponry, and basically it's got AIM-7Ls, or AIM-9Ls rather, as well as AIM-9Ms. These are pretty much just the Swedish designation for those, and are very good. You can also use RB71DFs. I believe, aren't those like AIM-7Fs? Maybe AIM-7E2s? I forget exactly. They're not incredible, not terrible. They are usable, but for me personally, I will be using the RB74 because, of course, this is a very, very good and fun aircraft insofar as its close range capabilities are concerned. Now, this is what you can expect from its radar. It does not have helmet-mounted display, unfortunately. Apparently, the UK version, the JA37 or 39C will have that from what I'm to understand, but of course this does not. Now, that being said, you do have a 27mm cannon that does have tracer shells, so yes, you will be able to actually see where you are aiming now, which is really cool and a welcome thing. But otherwise, this seems like a very competent aircraft overall. It looks like it's very capable. So that said, let's get into a few matches, see what we could do and have a good time. But I'm stoked to be flying this thing, man. Like, it looks beautiful. Let's get into it. So some real quick things to note. This thing is very, very fast, and it has a beautiful, beautiful like cockpit. Like, look at this. Just absolutely wonderful, well laid out. I mean, it's just, man. Gaijin does such a great job with that. And like, look at that. Beautiful. The only thing is, of course, you don't know if you're going to be flying into a mountain or not. Just by looking at that, you kind of have to look at your other things as well. But regardless, I am now flying at 1,360 kilometers per hour with ease. With ease, and with a full tank of fuel, no less. Flying through the volcano, and it doesn't look like it does anything, but it's still really cool that we have a volcano. Let's go dive down. This thing is really maneuverable, and those forward canards do move, of course, as one would hope. Let's see if I can actually hit them. Maybe not, maybe. Who knows, right? Now, these are smokeless, which is very nice, and aided in my kill of that MiG-29. Now, it looks like we have, for the majority of these people, they are actually enemy players. So, you know, it's not like how it used to be with a lot of non-enemy, like with a lot of bots. This is actual enemy combatants, which is fairly interesting. Let's see if I can hit him. No, unfortunately not. But I should be able to outturn him. Now, I do have ace crew and also, of course, a completely, let's see here, completely spaded. So I do have a G-suit as well. I'm going to get him, right? Yeah, there we go. AIM-7 or AIM-9Ms. Hopefully that, I think that's going to track that missile, unfortunately. Fired a touch early there. But I'll go ahead and fire again. Hopefully that JAS37 doesn't screw me up too bad. Is it aiming for him? I hope not. No, it's not. Got the kill. Look at that, man. Holy guacamole. Very nice. Now I'm going to have to aim with my gun here. Okay, that's kind of what you can expect, though, from that cannon. Ooh, that was ugly. Man should have just fired with this cannon. You were that close to somebody, you fire with your cannon. Roll rate on this seems very good, which is nice. Cannon, it's got an okay, actually a really good rate of fire. It looks like it's not that good, but you have to remember, each one of those tracers, that's only 1 out of every 4 shots. So you might be seeing 1 out of every 4 shots, but it's actually firing, well, 4 times faster than that tracer, if that makes any level of sense. So, MiG-29, I'm going to die. I did not die. Although I am showing off that I am not doing all so well with my, whatchamacallits. Now, with those bull pods, you do have tons of countermeasures, and fortunately, Okay, we have ourselves a likely kill there. Now, fortunately, this does come with large caliber countermeasures. As you can see, you get 80 of those standard, and with the bolt pods, you get 640 in total. So this thing is really nice. So that said, let's get into another match, see what we could do. But likely, I got 3 kills with missiles, and likely 1 with the gun. So, just so you guys know, when it comes down to like my dev server gameplay, especially, I always do it with the intent so that you guys can see more or less how these vehicles will be. You know, I'm not out here to put dev server gameplay on there and be like, oh, you know, I got 50 bajillion kills. Of course, that's cool. Don't get me wrong. I want to get 50 bajillion kills in a match. I think everybody does. However, I don't really think it's necessarily the best way to represent a vehicle in War Thunder if we are just going to do it, you know, especially when it comes to, like, ooh, that was not good. I did not track. Ah, really? Really? Ah, I fudged that up big time. I should be able to get this. F4Ss have a real bad problem with not flaring properly. Anyways, but my gameplay is pretty universally here, like dev server gameplay, in order to make it. Oh wow, look at that! Nice, that's the 27mm, and look at that turning radius, my man. Woo! Another kill assist. I'm not here to like flex on people, basically. That's all I'm saying. You know, ooh, that was ugly. 3 kills? Ah! You know, I'm gonna take my own kill. Yeah, that's what we get. 3 kills were stolen from me. This is the dev server. There are no morals on the dev server. I don't care what anyone says. So, of course, again, I just want it to be that this is, you know, relatively accurate, hopefully accurate gameplay. So you guys can be like, oh, well, this is how good the Gripen will be approximately once it comes to War Thunder. Now, again, this is dev server, so it's not like it's going to necessarily be exactly like this. One could hope. I'm not expecting it to be like this, but one could hope. I'm not expecting it to be exactly like this, rather. But if it ends up being like this, I'd actually be really happy. So I flew the F-15A, and I will tell you guys this. I like the Gripen any day of the week, way more than I like the F-15A. I mean, like, I'm more of a fan of your MiG-21 type planes. Like, I love MiG-21s in War Thunder. However, wow, I am getting crit or assist on assist here. I think I got another assist there. Two kills, 4 assists. Wow. I don't even know what's going on here. But when it comes down to it, I like this plane a lot. I feel like when it comes to air combat, close range air combat, this thing has it in the bag. This might be my favorite close range air combat vehicle once it comes out on the actual live server. It's that good. Like, I like this more. Really? He took that from me? I got 6 assists, man. I like this more than I like the F-16C, for example. It's just, I don't know. It's just such a hard-fighting, tight-turning, ridiculous aircraft. It's a light aircraft, and also its CAS loadout really isn't bad. I mean, it's not amazing, don't get me wrong. However, it's not something where I feel like I would be wanting for much, you know? It's just good enough. And so, I feel like this is actually a very good aircraft, and honestly, from the vehicles I've played thus far in the dev server, I think I'm most impressed with the Gripen. Genuinely, like, this thing has just been a joy to play. Like, it's just a ton of fun. He might die. Well, let's see if I can catch up to him. Now, it's not incredibly fast. It's one of the faster aircraft in War Thunder, but that's not necessarily saying too much. Yeah, okay. I'll just get that crit. I'm not going to try to steal that kill. And now I have no... Oh, wow, I got the kill. Now I've got no flares or no cannons left. But, yeah, I mean, this thing is just amazing. It's great. I'm not sure if they're going to modify this and to what degree they will, but honestly, this thing feels like a hell of a good plane. I would rather fly this than the F-15. I would rather fly the F-16 over the F-15 at this point, just because I feel like the F-15, it's got some wing tear and radar issues, whereas this, it's great at close range, and you don't have to worry about the radar being good or bad, and the AIM-9Ms are great. They're great, you know, especially if you can fight enemies that don't know that you're there or firing at them. It's just great. And then you can get in real close. This thing can turn tighter than most aircraft, and yeah, I mean, like, once you get the JAS37C for Great Britain, I think that's got the helmet mounted display. That'll be even better. Like, that will be even better. But that being said, thanks so much for watching. I got a good amount of kills and assists for just 2 matches. Can't complain too much about it. So that said, thanks so much, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone. Hey, you know what? I just realized I don't have flaps. I sounded like an idiot before.